And we're very proud and honored to have this day here, especially at Brownings on York. Welcome. For those who have not been here yet. Yeah, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. You know, we love you, and we're very proud of you. So, congratulations, 30 years.
Yeah! Cheers. Cheers.
Shots, right?
Thanks for coming, folks. Okay.
Tell the Kirk Gibson story.
Well, I'm trying to put it on TV so you can see exactly, because Kirk Gibson got thrown out of the game after he struck out in the 7th inning. And after the game, they asked him about the perfect game, and he said, well, I still haven't seen one. But he's right, because he was in the clubhouse for the last 2 innings, so he didn't get to see the finish. So, yeah, I mean, I wasn't a flamethrower, you know. I didn't get people out because I threw hard. And that night, I just had really good command. I was over at the Hall of Fame earlier, and Jeff Reed was there, and he made a comment that wherever he put the glove, the ball went there. So one of those days where I had really, really good command. And you know, I think the Dodgers were drunk because they took 2.5 hours to start the game. So, but I'm very proud. I know that. As a kid growing up, a Reds fan, I was a Dodger hater. In fact, about 5 years ago, Tom Lasorda came over to Goodyear when we were doing instructional league, and I went up to talk to him after he woke up after sleeping the first 7 innings. I went over there and I said, hey, Tommy Lasorda, my name is Tom Browning. He goes, Tom Browning, you made me walk the streets of Cincinnati one night in 1988. And his buddy was there, and he said, hey, can you get a picture of me and Tom? And I said, yeah, there was nobody I enjoyed beating more than the Los Angeles Dodgers and Tommy Lasorda. So, again, one of those nights, you know, Marge Schott was awesome. She gave my wife a full-length mink coat, gave me a stemmed rose. But she asked if it was okay, and I said, yeah, no, I don't have to buy her one. You know, not that I would, but, you know. Mrs. Schott was awesome. She was great for the wives. She kind of got the wives involved in baseball and started a fashion show and some other things. So she slapped me 3 times in my career. First time I called her a female chauvinist because she was taking care of the wives and you know, whatever. The second was negotiating for after when I became a free agent. She slapped me and said, and looked at my wife and said, now straighten him out, sweetie. And Deb said, well, I go where he goes. And we settled the next day. And then the third time we were in the White House, we were in the White House grounds. We were drinking beer in the back of the bus, and I was getting ready to go elk hunting with my brother and my family. And she came back and grabbed my face and said, "What's that, sweetie?" I said, "Oh, that's my beard." I said, "I'm going hunting tomorrow." I said, "You're on my time now." But she was awesome for us. You know, I'm very proud of the perfect game. I may say. It ranks third in all my career. I think obviously getting it put in the Reds Hall of Fame is truly an honor. But winning a World Championship in 1990 with those group of guys that we had was probably my most enjoyable, my most taxing year, but the most enjoyable. We had a lot of fun. You know, I tell folks that we would go out in packs. We'd go to these ice cream parlors and stuff after the game and take over these ice cream parlors just because we had so many guys, and then we'd stop and get beer on the way home. So, but thank you for coming. Thank you for celebrating this 30th anniversary, and please come back and see us often. Thank you.
I'm going to add one thing to Tom's story right there. This is just a real quick little note here. First of all, that team that Tom threw the perfect game against won the World Series that year. That's a big, you know, but. And then also, as bullshit about Kirk Gibson saying he didn't see it, because if you watch this, check me on this. This is true. When Tom got the last out, if you watch Tom's honest reaction, he does the little chainsaw, okay? He does this. Watching the World Series, that's when Kirk Gibson was hurt, and they called him, and he pinch hit and hit the big pinch hit home run. Watch what he does when he rounds the bases. He saw that. Don't tell me he didn't. Fuck Kirk Gibson. Congratulations, Tom.